YouTube, hey, I'm Daver.
I'm Steve-O.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. Bringing you today the one, the only,
The classic.
the classic, the overused.
That's right. The quintessential male fragrance.
That's right. This is the smell of man.
That's right.
Acqua di Gio by Armani. This was made in 1997. The fragrance notes are Calabrian bergamot, neroli, and green tangerine. Light aquatic notes with jasmine petal, crisp rock rose, rosemary, fruity persimmon, and warm Indonesian patchouli. Definitely aquatic. This was, I believe, the aquatic, like the first aquatic.
Yeah.
I think, if I'm right. And of course, everyone has copied this. Everyone tries to imitate its popularity. This is probably one of the most popular fragrances ever.
Yeah.
I think.
Absolutely.
And
To this day.
with good reason. I mean, it's a good fragrance.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get to it. Longevity and projection. What do you say?
It's about average. Actually, honestly, it's a little below average on me. It started out amazing. The more I've worn it, though, for some reason, it just doesn't last as long.
Yeah.
So it's still good, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say the same thing. Longevity for me was average. I would say it's, I don't know, probably about 6 hours or so, something
That's
like
a lot
that.
longer than me, then.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it only has about 3 on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's poor.
That's about average for me. Anything more than that's pretty low.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So it lasts a little longer on me, but I would say it's about average for me. The projection to me is poor.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would spray, you end up spraying like 5 sprays or something like
You
that,
really
and
have
then
to.
it immediately goes down with
Yeah.
skin scent. Like
Mhm.
it goes right away, and that's unfortunate because it is a very appealing fragrance to a lot of people.
Mhm.
It's very unoffensive. People are really gonna like this. You're gonna get a lot of compliments from it, but here's the thing: everyone has it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Season, I would say definitely spring and summer, with summer being what I would say is definitely what it's marketed
I would
for.
agree. Mhm.
But it's good anytime. It's definitely a good signature scent, but on the other hand, it's not going to be a signature scent
Because it's so popular.
because it's so popular. But it is a good go-to scent if you really like it.
Absolutely.
But I think, in a way, this is a lot of younger people are going to like this more nowadays,
Mhm.
because I think the fragrance world has shifted a lot
Yeah.
since 1997, and I think a lot of the audience for Acqua di Gio has moved on. So I think right now, they're selling a lot of Acqua di Gio. It seems to me they're selling a lot of it to people who don't have any other fragrances, or to younger guys who are just getting into fragrances. And for a first fragrance, this is a good one,
It really is.
because this is one of my first fragrances. I had a couple before this one, but this is one that I had for a long time, and it really lasted me really well.
Yeah.
It was really good, and so
And really, anyone can pull it off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anytime I've ever smelled it on someone, it smells great.
yeah, absolutely. What would you say season?
I would have to agree with summer, definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe spring, maybe early fall, but definitely summer.
Yeah. Purpose, this is definitely casual. You can use this at work, no problem. It's also good for work because they're not going to know who you are when you wear this.
That's true.
Because you're going to smell like 30 different other guys.
Yeah.
And but the one thing I would say I would not wear this on is a date. Because if you wear this on a date, you're going to smell like what's her name's girl, boyfriend or whatever. And that's going to bring up memories of some other dude, and you do not want that.
That's right.
You want to smell like you. You do not want to smell like some other dude. What would you say for purpose?
Same thing, super casual. It'd be a good everyday fragrance. Although it is somewhat cliche, it's still a great fragrance. So yeah, something light, definitely not a formal occasion.
Yeah. What this reminds me of, and I've said this before, every other dude in the world.
That's right.
This reminds me of every other guy in the world. But it also, it does smell a little aquatic. It's not like the most aquatic smell in the world to me. This smells more floral, with the jasmine coming right out.
Mhm.
Like I smell the jasmine. One time I went up to a friend's house and she had fresh jasmine at her house. I smelled it. I was like, wow, that reminds me of Acqua di Gio. So the jasmine comes right out, but it's a manly floral. It's not. It doesn't smell like a florist or something like that. Like not like you're walking into some like a garden or something like
Yeah.
that. So it's really nice. And then the patchouli, the Indian patchouli or Indonesian patchouli, whatever, is you definitely get that in the base. The only thing I would say that is aquatic is just that it is really light and
Yeah.
airy. That's the only thing I think is aquatic about this. But what does it remind you of?
Well, I mean, basically, like you said, it's just a nice aquatic. I have to say this. This has been on my thoughts since we started. The thing is with this stuff is it always smells better on everyone else than me. So I have great memories of it because several of my friends have owned it in the past, of course, every guy does. And anytime I've ever smelled it on somebody else, it's like, wow, that's amazing. And honestly, that's what made me get it. It was my first fragrance after I graduated from, Axe and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And because who doesn't want Acqua di Gio? But the thing is, I've never gotten a compliment from it.
Yeah.
Even though I always smell it on other people and it always smells amazing.
Yeah.
And so it has kind of a distaste for me, even though I still love the fragrance for personal wear.
Yeah. The dry down is kind of weird, I think, on this one. Like the opening is way better than the dry down. The opening is nice and bright, and it does have that floral. It does kind of smell aquatic. The dry down kind of smells like, I don't know, it kind of is really weak and kind of lips out a little bit. Like I heard someone say it kind of smells like old Sprite. I don't know if I get that necessarily, but I can see what they mean because it comes across and it just kind of smells like just old soap or something. I don't know, something like that. It's not that great.
Yeah.
They're much, to me, for aquatics or any other scent like this in the aquatic brand out or genre, there are many better ones.
There really are.
Much more that are better than this, and especially the price.
Yep.
This is expensive for what it is.
Yeah.
And like a lot of fragrances for this size and this genre, you can find some that are cheaper, and you can still find some good deals on Acqua di Gio, but they jacked up the price on this. I think it's just because it's popular.
Because it's so popular,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
So-
I've been to many fragrance stores, as I'm sure all you guys have, or else you probably wouldn't be watching this. And I would say probably 90% of the stores I've been to, it is their number one fragrance. You go in and the first thing they say is, "Hey, we've got Acqua di Gio." And you're like,
Right.
"Oh, great."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know. That's the first thing they ask me. Have you smelled Acqua di Gio? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. For like the last 20 years.
Right.
I have.
Yeah.
Anyway, what would be your rating? Final rating?
Well, if it weren't for the popularity of the fragrance, well, I say that alone, and the fact that it doesn't really smell as good on me as I think it should compared to what it smells like on other people, I would give it 4 stars.
Yeah.
But because of those factors, I probably can only give it 2. And the thing is, I own the fragrance and I like to wear it, but it's not one that reaches out to me like, hey,
Yeah.
I should wear this today.
Yeah, I would agree. I think for me, this on scent alone is probably a 4. Like if it were just the scent, I think it would be good enough that I would like it in my collection. I might not buy it right away, but I would still like it in my collection. But because everyone wears it, because of the dry down and projection, to me it's a 3. I'm just kind of indifferent. I don't know if I could rock this out ever again, just because my nose has been on other aquatics and or any other fragrance really, and I like them better. I think I just moved on past this. So anyway, that is our review. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later with the Fragrance Bros.